Well, this is supposed to be, I thought, back home doing research, a relatively minor 2-mile trek. No, I came from way the heck down there where that road is. Way down there. And it's really steep. Oh no, battery saver already. How was that? I'm supposed to be over there. I thought if I hiked up this way I could just cut across. I didn't realize there was this huge chasm in between us. I thought it was just a quick jaunt through the woods. So I wasted all this time hiking all the way up here. So I'm going back down to the truck. So I'm now doing what I should have done in the first place. Drove east to the trailhead. It's a long but very gradual, easy incline to somewhere around here. I got to turn around and go back up high. But where I was right below that snow. Not on that mountain, but see those cliffs right there? I was right next to those cliffs, hoping that I could side hill it over here. The topographical lines don't show that there's this huge gorge here. So anyway, you'd think I would have gotten it through my thick skull by now that if there was a shortcut, there would be a trail. I thought I could just, bushwhack it, but anyhow. Ain't that something? And then, ain't that something? That's where I started hiking and went all the way somewhere up there. Oh, up to there. And then I had to turn around and come right back. Wow. Look at those flowers. Well, I could go that way, and it loops all the way around. This says there's a tunnel, and it's a lot shorter route. But I don't know, I don't understand how a tunnel can go way out there. But let's go find out. Kind of scared. There is no shortcut tunnel. I'm hiking, apparently, expending a lot of energy to get to where a tunnel is. Oh well. Take two. It's amazing that back in the 1800s to build this railway system, they had to build these roads up here. And it looks like they just started digging here and piling it up here, I guess. I don't know. But it's piled up high. The road is piled up high on either side of the incline. I guess they use one of those, old-timey, what do you call those things? The scoopy things? Steam shovel. Yeah. Huh. Well, I was deep in thought when I suddenly stopped in my tracks and went, wow, that's an interesting place. Huh. Got these steep rocks on both sides. I don't see them. Well, maybe the rocks fell onto what was a road and trees grew up onto it. Man, that's steep though. Huh. I wonder if they dynamited through here. There's something else. I was worried about lots of people being up here, maybe some competition in fishing, but I've seen one couple and one single girl. That was it. Wow. This place is wild. Ooh. Once again, I'm amazed. Hell, they built this. It's, what, I got 100 feet down to the trees there, and a good 70 feet there. Huh. Oh, I'm about to lose my hat. Holy crap. I think I made it. First look at Hagerman Lake. Huh. Once again, it's got that road looking pile. Huh. Well, I was a little wrong about being alone up here. There's a tent right over there. And awning, and I thought I heard voices a minute ago. We'll give them this part half of the lake. I got about maybe an hour and a half to fish, and I got a skedaddle. I don't want to be on that one lane drop off road after dark. Yeah, it's much prettier than on satellite. Usually is. West side of the lake, the dam is over there. Wouldn't that be a wild place to have a campfire? A little flat spot right there to have a tent. Look at that. So we built a campfire on that rock. I'm not sure why anybody would do that. Looks like in the spring all this would be flooded. Now we got tracks. What do we have? Looks like we got deer. I don't know what that is. Raccoon or maybe dog. Little bitty. Maybe a little cat. I don't know. Deer or elk. And people. Okay. No Sasquatch. That's good. The lake's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. Looks like it's going to be a lot deeper too. And now we are boulder hopping. Saying apparently they abandoned the railroad thingy back in the early 1900s, and that's a rim from some kind of tire. That wood looks ancient, dude. How did that get up here? It's quite dented. Hopefully there's water coming from the inlet right over there. There's a huge boulder over there. I think I'm going to fish around that. See what happens. Oh, there's a rise. Cool, cool. All right, I'm going for a Griffith's gnat. You gotta see this. Fingerlings. 2-inch long fish hitting my fly. This is hilarious. There goes one right there. There, see him? Well, it's not only fingerlings. There's an actual 7-inch cutthroat. Isn't that pretty? Nothing big though, but I'm surprised, happy to catch this. I thought I was going to catch nothing. Okay, I've just caught the smallest trout I've ever caught before. Look at that. I'm surprised he got that thing into his mouth. There's my boot. And that's why they call them fingerlings. Cute. Alright, well, the campers up there's 4 of them, friendly guys. And he said, "Are you going to get a trout identification?" I caught one back in 2021. So I looked at it. It's like a good 14-inch, 15-inch golden trout in stunning spawning colors. And so I took a picture of his phone, of that picture, and tomorrow I'm going straight to the fish hatchery and showing that woman that when I asked her about stocking golden trout again, she goes, "Where'd you hear that?" As if she didn't believe me. Okay. Oh my God, I was trying to hold it, but I couldn't hold it. I just took a big crap right there. Whew. Almost like sitting on a real toilet seat, too. Yeah. Okay. Wait a minute. What is this thing? That's bizarre. What kind of fungus? Weird. Okay, this one's for Dave Wood. Historic ruins. I've got an old log structure. Don't know. I guess those. I don't know. Huh. Anyway. I never did see a stupid tunnel. Okay, it took me about an hour to hike out with a couple of detours from Hagerman Lake. Alright, I never did see much of the railroad stuff, but go ahead and pause this if you want to read it. Pretty interesting. And okay, so it took me an hour to get down. It must have taken a good bit longer to get up, but it's not a bad hike. It's pretty. There's one steep spot, I don't know, a couple of 100 yards, and then the trail goes right to the lake. I thought I was going to have to bushwhack it a little bit, but no, there was some other guys up there. So anyway, with an overnight pack, it will be a wonderful place to go. Just check the weather, make sure it doesn't snow. It's really high. Okay, into town we go. I forgot to mention earlier that the road coming up here is extremely narrow and it just drops right off. So if two cars meet, it's very hairy, very scary. Like right here, that other car, another car would have to back up, and, you know, because this is just one lane. You got bushes and cliff. So I just thought I'd make a note to self so I'd be mentally prepared if and when I ever come back.